Hi, this is Lisa from Happy Fit. Welcome to the third full-length fusion workout. This is a little bit shorter workout. It's only about 22 minutes long, including the foam roller warm-up, which is what you're watching right now. So you're just going to start with your calves, rolling forward and back, warming up that lower leg area, and also getting a bit of warm-up happening in your arms right now too, because you have to support yourself to roll forward and back. You want to do maybe 4 to 6 passes per group. Move on to the hamstrings next. And you can cross that leg over, one over the other, to just deepen that roll. Or to take a bit of the pressure off, you bring one foot to the ground and leave that other leg on the roller. Next, come to the IT band, which is just the side of the leg in between the knee and hip. Avoiding the hip bone. You don't want to go as high as the bone. That's going to be really uncomfortable. And then switch sides when you've done that first side. And roll right over to your quads. So again, in between the knee and hip, this time on the front of the leg. And next, transition so you're sitting right on top of the roller, just rolling forward and back on one of your two glute muscles, and then switch sides. Next, bring it to the upper back, so starting in the mid-back, rolling to the top of the shoulders. And this is a better visual here, so going in between the middle of the back and the upper back. And finish with the back of your head, resting your head on the roller, avoiding the neck, rocking your head gently side to side. Alright, so grab your dumbbells. We're going to get started with the strength workout. Have them nearby. We're going to start with just some dynamic flexibility warming up. So opening and closing those arms, really stretching out the shoulders and the chest. Open, close. Breathing throughout. Reach up and over to the side. Feeling that shoulder blade stretch up and away from the back as you reach. One side and then the other. Thinking about having really nice movement in that spine. And next, bringing your hands to your hips and just rounding the shoulders forward and extending back by lifting up the chest. So again, upper back mobility, forward flexion, and extension. Next, you're going to do nice big circles with your hips. So this is going to stretch out your hamstrings and your lower back and a little bit of your hip flexors. And then do some nice big circles the other way. Alright, great. Now we're going to do some squats. Just basic squats, sitting back into the heels and then standing up. Warming up the quadricep muscles. And next we're going to do a stationary lunge. So one foot comes forward, the other toe plants back behind you, and you're just lowering your knee down towards the ground, bending both knees, keeping that body really nice and tall. Good, and then switch legs. Try and coordinate your breathing this time. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you stand. Inhale and exhale. The more you can coordinate your breathing with the movement, the more you can work on coordinating your ab muscles. They'll tighten up when you exhale, and also it just helps push through any kind of exertion. Alright, next we're doing side to side lunges. Feet come wide, toes point forward, just bending one knee at a time, keeping that other leg nice and straight as you go side to side. moving the dumbbells aside. And take a nice deep breath overhead. Hinge forward at the waist, walk the hands forward, and do a push-up right here. Good push-up with those elbows in nice and tight to the body, and then walk your hands back in towards the feet. Breathe up again, and go down, walk it forward. Nice push-up. And walk those hands back. Keep going a few more times. Deep breaths in, out, forward. Push-up, and back. Excellent. Shake those legs out a little bit. We're going to do some ham curls right here. Heels come up towards the glutes. And then knees come up, squeezing that core really strong. So get ready. We're going to do some more squats, but this time we're going to add a heel lift. So you're squatting down and then lifting up onto your toes and repeating down and up. So inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up. Inhale. Oh, here's a side view. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you lift. Inhale and exhale. Working on that balance by coming up onto the tiptoes. Next, we're going to do a curtsy squat. So this is, or curtsy lunge. You're going to bring one foot behind as if you're doing a curtsy, and then we're going to do a side leg lift with that rear leg. So really challenges the balance. Crossing that back foot just behind the midline. And that's good for that side. Let's do some more on the other side. So curtsy squat, leg lift. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep the core really strong and the body nice and tall. And next we're going to bring ourselves into a wide squat, toes point out. Sit down and hold it right here. And what we're going to do is lift up, alternating heels. Great, let that one out. Shake your legs out a little bit. And next we are coming to a reverse lunge and then a front knee lift. So another balance challenge. So step that foot back and then bring that same knee up. And then you're just doing a little rotation with the upper body, side to side, down and up. Always twisting towards your front knee, whichever knee is in front. And up. Good. Switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Other leg comes back and just twisting. 1 and 2. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. Deep breath in right here. And shake it out a little bit. And what we're going to do next is come back to the squats. So get in that nice ready position for the squats. We're going to come up onto the toes again, but this time we're going to make it a little bit more dynamic by swinging the arms forward and back as we do our squat, heel lift, squat, heel lift. Good job. And that's it for that. Back to the curtsy lunge, leg lift, curtsy lunge, leg lift. Great, and go on to the other leg after you've done about 8 on that first leg. Excellent, wide squats now. Again, holding it down, lifting up one heel at a time. 2, 1, and 2. Just breathing throughout, working the calves at the same time as the rest of the leg. All right, coming back to those reverse lunge, knee up twist. Reverse lunge, knee twist. Lunge, twist. And then to the other side, lunge and twist. You really have to activate the core and squeeze it really strong to stay balanced throughout this exercise. So give that your best try. All right, shake it out. Grab your dumbbells. Next we are going to do a forward bend with an upright row. So you're leaning forward and then rowing your elbows out wide. Hands come up towards the shoulders but not past shoulder height. When you bow, it's really important to keep your core really strong and your spine neutral. So you're hinging forward at the hips without bending the knees too much. It's not a squat, it's a forward bow. Awesome. And balance on one foot. We're going to do bicep curls next. Alternating hands just to throw off that stability. And then we're going to do a reach and press. So drop one of the weights gently and then reach down, bring that weight up to the shoulder, press it overhead. Fold as you reach and press. So you want to lift heavy enough. This is a short workout, so if you run through it and you find it too easy, you're going to have to lift a heavier weight next time to really challenge yourself. And one more, and then we're going to switch sides. So reach forward, stand, and press. Reach and press. So the reach is really similar to the bow we did last time. A little bit more bending in the knees, but not too much. Always thinking about folding forward, keeping those abs tight, and strengthening the back and the glutes and the hamstrings with this one. And pressing overhead. All right, let's even out our arms. We're going to do just a good old tricep press overhead, bringing our weights together in our hands. Elbows are straight up, pressing the hands straight overhead, keeping the elbows and the arms really close to the sides of the head, working on that shoulder mobility at the same time as strengthening those triceps, and squeezing that core really strong. All right, we are coming back to the top of that set. We're just doing one more set of the exercises we already did, starting with the forward fold, down and up, to the upright row. Fold, stand, row, and down. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Down and up. All right, onto the bicep curls, alternating curls while you balance on one foot. Again, really you want to lift heavy enough so that this is really challenging by the last couple of repetitions. Or if you don't have a heavy enough weight, you can absolutely just do more repetitions. Push pause and just train a little bit longer. So now we're doing the fold and press. Reach and press, it's called. So reaching down to the ground, pressing overhead. So I felt like I wasn't getting enough hard work, so I doubled up the weights, holding both in one hand. So that's also something you can do if you're limited with what kind of weights you have right now at your disposal. All right, switch sides. Reach and press. Inhale is reach, right here, inhale and exhale. All right, good finish to that set. And now finishing off the whole sequence with the tricep overhead press. All right, next we are moving on to a different sequence. We are doing a row, a bent over row first, and you're just going to row your hands back towards your hips, squeezing the shoulder blades together as you row up and down. So again, exhale as you row, inhale as you lower, and this is going to be a quick set where we're alternating with push-ups. So rows and then push-ups. So you always want to keep really good form. You don't want to train yourself to do bad repetitions on the push-up. Now we're holding the front plank right here from the hands, and then bringing it to side planks. So just keeping your feet about hip width apart and then just rocking side to side on the side of the foot as you squeeze that core and lift the arm up overhead. So when you're finished with the alternating side planks, we are going to lie on our backs. Bring yourself to a back lying position, heels really close towards the glutes, and then we're going to lift up into a bridge, activating the glutes, and then you can march one foot up at a time. So you notice I have added extra resistance by holding my weights on my hips. You can do that, or if it's too challenging, you just leave them on the ground. All right, bring yourself up, starting again at the top with the bent over row. Always keep those ab muscles engaged while you're rowing, because that will protect the spine and strengthen everything all throughout your core. Good, now on to the push-ups. Holding that plank for a couple of seconds, not very long, before we move on to the alternating side planks. I think it's about 8 counts there. So alternate side to side right now. And last but not least, coming back to the hip bridge. Weights are optional, as is the march. If you want to just hold it up in that bridge with both feet on the ground, that's also a really good option to strengthen the glutes and the hamstrings. All right, you're done with that one. Good job. Nice deep breath right here. And we're going right into the stretch. So that was a really quick workout. And like I said, if you want to work harder, if you found it too easy, then absolutely, by all means, lift more weight next time around. Or just enjoy it as a quick workout. Even if you're not lifting that heavy, at least you're doing something, right? So this stretch here, what you're doing is folding forward at the hips, and you're reaching one hand towards the ground. The hand that's on the ground, you're going to bend that knee a little bit, and you're going to straighten up the other leg as you open the top arm up and open. And you're going to feel that really stretching along your side and throughout your hamstring. So if you need to rewind that to watch it again, go for it. And now we're going to sit into that wide squat and just relax, elbows onto the knees. Let the neck relax as you roll your head side to side, taking nice deep breaths in and exhaling. And next, coming to a nice long side lunge, planting that foot on the ground, other leg stays straight, and just feel that nice stretch in the inner thigh. If it's comfortable, you can come down low and point your other toe up towards the sky. So this is level 1 right here, just a basic stretch. Level 2, deepening it a little bit. All right, now bring your body up into a long lunge position. Back heel is pushed down towards the ground. You're leaning forward so you feel a stretch in your calf. And then bend your knee, your back knee, and sit down until you feel a stretch in the front of your hip. And then switch sides, turn yourself to face the other way. calf stretch. If you find this stretch a little rushed, you can take a little bit more time, but some is better than none for sure. You've made it this far, so, good job. And reach down, grab that foot, stretch out the quad. So as you see here, I've just found a little corner of a pathway that I'm training on. You don't really need a lot of space. Ankle goes across the opposite knee, sit down into that hip flex or that glute stretch. I'm getting my muscle groups mixed up today. And then to the other side, you're going to grab that foot to stretch out the quad. Balance if you can, or put a hand on the wall if you need a bit of help balancing. And then that ankle goes across again, and you're just sitting down to stretch out that glute. And one arm comes across, stretching out the shoulder. And then to the other side. Reach one elbow up and over, reaching that hand down the middle of the back. Help out that tricep stretch with the other arm. And then switch sides. And then just finish off with a nice deep breath and a big pat on the back. You did awesome. Thanks again for watching. That was really, really good. Fun for you, fun for me. All right, bye-bye.